We're here. Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Take two. BB Breakdown with Joleen. That's me. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Joleen. Hopefully, everybody can hear me. Yes. Welcome to the Big Brother Breakdown with Jolene. That's me. Take two. Sorry, you guys. Java with Jolene, as you guys call it. We're going to be talking all about Big Brother 25, everything that happened yesterday for the, I'll do the air quotes again, intense Power of Veto ceremony and after. So hopefully you all are doing well. Shout out to all of you in the chat, you guys. What we do over here is, what is my dog eating? Hey, puppy. Hold on, let me grab him real quick. And while we're at it, I made a little Felicia montage. He's eating a plastic pumpkin because we're already decorating for fall.
I ain't playing. What?
Same
Today. So who are you aligned with right now? They've established an alliance with all of the
You did.
white heterosexuals.
This is crazy. I don't even have my tooth in my mouth.
Because I'm going to be fucking pissed if I do this thing and then next week you guys are trying to attack our ass. I will switch this shit up right here. I'm looking you dead in your face.
Dead in your face.
I want to know if you're fucking with me.
Felicia Cannon!
Felicia Cannon. All right, you guys, we take a comedic look at all things Big Brother. So get ready to sit back, relax, and laugh. But feel free to sound off in the chat. I am very opinionated, but you are welcome to have your opinions as well. Before we get started, but first, make sure you smash that like. It helps me so much in the algorithm. So if we could set a like goal for 1,000, let's get crazy. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 likes. Can we do it? I think we can. You guys have been killing it with the likes. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. We are well on our way to 40,000 subscribers. That's our goal to get to pre-jury. So let's see if we can get there. Grab your cup of coffee. If you want to support the channel further, you can always send a super chat while we're live. I'll highlight your comment, or a super thanks after the video posts, or check out my Patreon and YouTube memberships. And shout out to all my new followers on social media and my mods in the chat working hard. Okay. Hello, everyone at work, at home, wherever you are. All right, let's get to it. So, quick breakdown. Miss Felicia, HOH. Miss Felicia put up Jag and Cameron. They played the POV ceremony. Jag won, took himself down during the POV, or they played the POV competition. During the POV ceremony, Jag took himself down. Miss Felicia went through with her plan to backdoor Hisam, well, at least to nominate him for a possible backdoor. Yesterday afternoon, as we anxiously awaited, the feeds came back and Hisam was on the block and he was shocked.
What?
Same
Today?
Well, to talk about production.
Today.
Well, to talk about
Today. I love how she says that. What? Today. So Hisam was shocked. Don't look at me like that, sir. I did not put you up as a replacement nom. All right. The feeds came back on around 4:05. Let me just express how frustrated I am with feeds, because we have this big move happening, which is Hisam being the replacement nom, the professors turning against him having no idea and feeling so damn comfy going into this week. And then the feeds kept cutting. So we got the feeds for a little bit, and then they cut for a long time. And then they came back at like 10 or 11 p.m. and we missed so much. Apparently they had a pizza party. Well, I can watch you eat pizza. I can definitely do that. And you can sneak off and have conversations. So I think they're definitely saving things for the episode, which is not appreciated for those of us who pay, or just, even if you're on Pluto and we get it free this year, for those of us who invest time to watch the feed. So thanks a lot, Big Brother. And Hisam, don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that, right? You're on the block, right? It's your fault, right? You did this, right? Hisam's favorite word is right. Okay, we're at 100 likes. Keep smashing that like, you guys. All right. Hisam, we come back. Ciree's in the kitchen. Hisam's in the kitchen. Who's in the kitchen with Hisam? Ciree, Izzy, Bowie, and then Mimi kind of comes in and out. And here's what went down. He was like, wow. He was trying to stay calm in his Heisem way, like, wow, this is going to be excellent television, you guys, because I look like an absolute moron. All right. I'm surprised that you would listen to the other side, like America and Corey. Right now, he is fully blaming America and Corey. Cerie's like, well, there was just so much coming out, Heisem every day. And Heisem's like, wow, yeah, right, yeah. You will see. You will see. I have nothing to hide from you, and you will all see. He was like Shannon Bedore from that season of Orange County Housewives when she ran out of that party with Heather Dubrow, and she was like, you will see. You will all see. Tell me he's not an Orange County Housewives fan. Tell me, you guys. There's no way that he's not an Orange County Housewives fan. Thank you, Jody, for the first super chat of the live. Appreciate you, girl. Thank you so much. You will see. You'll watch it back and you'll see. Right? You'll see. Right? Yeah. You'll see. Heisem tells Cerie, you'll see the moment on the hammock when I said Jared is the brawn to your brains. Yeah. You'll see. You'll all see that. I'm staying calm. I'm calm, Heisem, but you will. You'll see, right? You'll see, right? I'll see, right? We'll all see. Right? Yeah, we will. You can tell he's pissed. And he is breathing, taking deep breaths. The psychiatrist, the geriatric doctor, psychiatrist, Dr. Depresso is breathing, trying to do his deep breaths. He's like, wow, I did not see this coming, right? Because I was there for you guys, right? And everything I was doing it for you. Like that Bryan Adams song. Everything I do, right? I do it for you, right? Mm-hmm. Look into my eyes, right? You will find, right, what you mean to me, right? So he was just writing left and right. And you could tell he was upset. All right. But he said, so then we cut to America, not cut to, but America and Corey are outside. And they are on the balcony and they're talking. And America asks Corey playfully if he wants to make out. So their flirtmance is still going. But Corey's like, no, thank you. No, thank you, miss. They laugh. America said, this is awkward. This is really awkward. Then Heisem tells Cerie and Izzy that I believe in our goodness, right? We're good people, right? And I believe that you got skewed information, right? Yeah, I think you got skewed information, right? Uh-huh. Bowie joins the convo in the kitchen. Hi, guys. What's up? I'm dressed like security, which if you saw Joleen report yesterday about possible security entering the Big Brother house, turns out it was just me, Bowie, because I decided to dress like a damn Backstreet Boy, circa 1999. Yeah, AJ McLean and me, same stylist. What's going on, guys? Hi, good to see you. So apparently they were referencing Bowie. That's their little nickname, and she dresses like security. So it was very confusing when it came back because they mentioned something about security. And I was like, oh my God, security. And they mentioned security using the restroom. I'm like, oh, and security used your bathroom? Oh my goodness. So Heisem's like, you'll all see when you watch it back, right? You'll see that I was a good person and I'm just trying to live up to my name. And my name means good and helpful and condescending and a little patronizing and possibly cruel. But I'm just living up to my name, guys. I'm just living up to my name. Heisem says, if I go home, I will go back home. Oh, okay. What a novel idea, Heisem. Heisem says, if I go back home, I will go back home. Yeah, because you wouldn't be going to jury. Where else are you going to go? Are you going to go stay with friends? Why are you telling them your plans? You going to get a spot at the Embassy Suites with a little bit of that cash you got from the BBs? Okay, buddy. He's like, this has been a very valuable experience. Thank you. Thank you very much. Right? I will continue to work on things I need to work on. Right? I'm sorry if I made you feel, Cerie and everybody, othered. I'm sorry if I didn't listen to you, right? Or if I was just too aggressive, right? I really mean that, right? I just wanted us all to go to the end, right? And I was blinded by that, right? Right, right. I think we're all right. We're all right. We're all right. Hello, pre-jury, allegedly. Okay. Mimi is like, okay, thank you for the apology. But she's like, should I go in? Should I go out? I just, everyone's very tight-lipped, Suri did a great job of just being like, well, I mean, we heard from a lot of people. We heard a lot of rumblings. So, and then Heisem tries to convince Mimi he's not a bad person. He's like, I'm not a bad person, right? Right? I'm trying to live up to my name, like I said, right? Right? And I'm trying my best, right? And sometimes it comes off a little too paternalistic, right? That's the good word. Yeah, paternalistic. Like, I'm your daddy. Cameron tries to raise all the hot young women in the house. Well, I'm trying to raise all the elderly, right? Right? Okay. So, but that's not the intent. I'm a safe space, okay? I know I was a little HOH-itis before and didn't want to hear your opinion, but now I'm a safe space. In my safe space. So you can come to me. I don't want anyone to feel othered or bothered or fathered. I'm good. I'm good. Heisem said that he needs to talk. I'm going to talk to America. Guess I'm going to talk to America, aren't I? Right? Right? Because it's America and Cody. What's his name? Corey. Yeah, whatever the fuck. Right? Right? Because what they told you, right, wasn't true. Right? Wasn't true. I was with you. Just want you guys to know. There's a lot of awkward pauses and silences, right? But he's like, I was with you. I was with you guys. Yeah. It was very dramatic, everyone. If you're listening to this, he said, I was with you 100%, right? 100%, right? I'm not sure America will be that way, right? I'm just going to put it out there, right? I'm not sure America will be that way, right? I would have went with you all the way to the end, right? It's giving like I was just broken up with and I was going to be there for you. Yeah, I was talking to like 4 other dudes, but I was mostly thinking about you. Did I hook up with them? Of course I did. But you are here. You're in my heart, right? Right. Heisem said, it's my fault, guys. It's my fault. Okay? I should have done better. So even during his like apology and sadness, he still is coming off condescending. I'm sorry. Feel free to hate me in the chat, but this dude is a great villain. He is a great villain for this show. And I will be, on a side note, let me know in the chat what you guys think. I will be sad if he goes. Only because who's going to give us this villain? Red? Cameron? Cameron just gives us creepy. This guy is the villain. He's a great villain. Does he have a shitty social game? Yeah. Almost 500 watching. Hit that like. Thanks, Jamie B. But very inauthentic, but kind of hilarious. Great villain. Great BB villain. Could be a little nicer to people and still villain-esque, but great villain. Could pull some Dr. Will charm out of his ass, please. Had he done that. I wish he would have studied that tactic. But it's some old school BB. It's some old school BB we're seeing here. So he says, it's my fault. It's my fault. Okay. I should have done better. Me. Heisem, right? Okay. I hope you can accept my apology, right? Izzy is whisper talking the whole time. And she's like, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think they should have given Izzy her flute so she could really express herself in this moment, because she's like, yeah. Okay. And it was actually kind of hilarious and awkward. Heisem then says, I'm gonna put on some gym shorts, right? And they're like, okay. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go. Right. So he goes and puts his gym shorts on, and then Sari goes over what he said while HOH and how he was saying, don't make other alliances, how he wasn't letting people talk and express themselves, and how there's this, thing they can't get over, which is the fact that they've been told that he said that they were leftovers and that he didn't want to play with them and that he was talking to everybody and making alliances with people. And ultimately, they didn't feel that he would have their back in the end. And he's also just too strong. And he wanted to play with the hot buff people. And all those things are true. Those are all true. As much as Heisem wants to say throughout the night that he did not use the word leftovers, he did use the word leftover. Plenty of people on Twitter even posted the evidence of that from the feeds on the hammock. He was talking about, how Riley divided the house, and he was talking with America. And he said, and I was talking to, I think he said Suri. And I think we all remember that conversation. If you watch the feeds, they were on the couch. And that is when he had his awakening, like, oh, wow, okay. All these young kids are teamed up. And Suri's like, yeah, we gotta do something, right? And he told America that he mentioned America's name and that he was told America was already with them. So he's like, oh, so we're just left over. So he was talking about the professors as a whole, being left over. So I guess semantics a little, intent a little different than going in and saying, I'm stuck with these leftovers, but also kind of saying you're all leftovers. And the fact that you keep pushing this narrative that now if we get Riley out of the house, we can work with who we want to work with. And it's like, so does that mean you don't want to work with the people that you're working with? Because that's how I would take it. If you there's a, the last two HOHs, Riley and Heisem, and if Heisem goes this week, they went from the head of the house to home, to literal home. And a lot of that is just managing, your social game and your alliances and making people feel good about you and how you behave when you're in a place of power. And both of them seem to fail at that, unfortunately. Arties, thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate you. Okay. So smash that like if you guys haven't already, please. So then Heisem, let's see, Heisem walks back in the kitchen to head outside and they kind of stop. And he's just like, I just have my shorts on, right? And I'm just going to go outside. Gonna lift some weights until this pain goes away. He didn't say that, but I imagine that's how he was feeling. He walks out. Bowie's like, I think it's his ego. He's forgetting what he said. We can't feel bad for him. He did it. He did it. He did. He did. Yeah, he was intense. He was intense. It was intense. Yeah, it was very intense, right? That's why I dressed in my security uniform today. I was worried I better put on a bulletproof vest because it's intense. Very intense. Uh-huh. And the rest of them are just like, fucking Bowie Jane. Because if you don't know, the bye-bye bitches, the women of the professors, they're annoyed with Bowie. And I do believe I called this early on, pre-season. I said, this chick's going to be annoying to her other house guests. Because at first I was shocked. I was like, oh my goodness, they are really enjoying Bowie Jane. And then it didn't take long for just like, we know. Thank you, Chrissy, for the super chat. I needed a Java with Joleen. Well, I appreciate that. And like people are saying, like Andrew's saying in the comments, integrity and honesty, right? Why even play on that? Because he was like legit playing on, I play with integrity. I play with honesty. I'm an honest, integral person. I'm an integral part of this group, so much so that you can't talk. Only I speak now. Thank you. I've asked a question and asked and answered. I will answer it. So, right. Thank you, Lisette. Appreciate you. Joleen, I need you to come to Philly. I would love to come to Philly. I would love to come perform in Philly. DM me your favorite comedy club and I'll hit him up. Okay. So then, Corey talks to America and they both agree that Red is full of the shiz. They're not enjoying Red. They're saying that he's pretending he's not aligned with Cameron. Red's like, they don't trust him. They don't trust Red at all. He's kind of playing dumb. Just do not trust him. Heisem works out right below them, just like, right? Everything's going to be fine. Hisam. You got this, Hisam, right? Right? Yeah, you do, Hisam. Yeah, you're great, Hisam. You're good enough. You're smart enough. And gosh darn it, people hate you, right? Right? They do. They do. Hello, Rusty from Yellowstone Park. I love Yellowstone. All right. So then Hisam, as he's working out. Thank you, Sarah, for sending me the Venmo. That's so sweet of you. I haven't opened it yet, but it says I have a Venmo from Sarah. Shout out to Sarah. Thank you so much. Corey said, what scares people about you, America, is that they don't know what the F you will do if you win HOH. And she's like, yeah, I don't know. He's like, are you trying to win HOH? She's like, not really. Not really. Whatever. Not really. Can I put tanning stuff on you? So then she puts fake tan on him. Okay. And as she's putting fake tan on him, that's when Izzy joins. Because Izzy's that person just like, cock block sitter, even though they're not totally trying to hook up. And Corey's like, I don't want to do anything like that in the house. And I don't even know if America really likes him like that. She's just got a little crush and they play back and forth. But she does, I did hear her do this thing where, I guess I don't need this AirPod, where she's like, if you're uncomfortable, just let me know. Are you uncomfortable? Are you okay? And he's like, no, I think they're having fun, just being silly and flirting and strategizing together overall. Okay. So Izzy's like, hey guys, what's up? Yeah, it's intense. It's intense, right? It's intense. It's intense. It's intense. And Izzy is America, I just want to tell you, okay? I talked to moms. I wish I had my flute so I could better communicate this with you. But we were just in there talking to Hisam. And I was with moms and Miss Felicia. And well, not with Miss Felicia. I don't know where she was. But Mimi and security. And I just want to know. I'm down to work with you. Right? Okay. Just letting you know. I'm down to work with you. But I need to know that what you're saying, you're not bullshitting me. And America's like, I'm not bullshitting you. No, that did happen. He did say the leftovers thing. He did say all those things. She's like, okay, because I want to work with you. I want to work with you. I do. Me and moms want to work with you. We run this shit. Me and moms. Izzy Fields is just checking in. We're just checking in. We just want to see what's the haps on the craps. What's going on? And America's like, yeah, I'm definitely telling the truth. So just so you know, I'm telling the truth. Izzy's like, okay, cool, awesome. What are you guys doing? Am I interrupting? And they're like, no. So Izzy stays for a little bit, and then Corey and America continue to, talk game and such. And she starts to put the tanning, a fake tan over his pale skin. And she's like, oh my God, you're blinding me. And he's like, stop. And she's like, it's so wet. And he's like, don't do that. She's like, what? So they have a little flirtmance going on. We have Bowie, Izzy, Suri, and Mimi. They did agree that it was intense. There's a lot of intense talk. They're like, oh, it's so intense. It was so intense, that POV ceremony, And during the ceremony, I guess they were saying that Hisam was like mugging, like maybe mean mugging Miss Felicia, as only he can do, like kind of like, let's see if we got Hisam, stop. I didn't put you up. I didn't back Hisam. I think you're a great villain. Leave me alone, Hisam. But he was mugging Miss Felicia, and they were like, yeah, he was like staring down Miss Felicia. And then Izzy's like, yeah, me too. He was staring at me. It was me too. It was mostly me. Okay, Izzy. So Izzy had to get it on, and she was like, but moms, it was mostly me. And Suri's like, Suri had her sunglasses. Suri's just like, Yep, Izzy. Yep, you too. You're hurt too. Yep, hashtag Izzy too. Okay. Yeah, it was me. It was intense. It seemed like Izzy was trying to make herself a little bit of, she's doing her Izzy thing. She's very dramatic. That's what we love about her. And she was just like, but he stared at me and it was intense. And then they talk about how security came, and that allegedly is Bowie. And then he stared at Bowie, aka security, and then she was like, I gotta go to the toilet. I'm going to go to the toilet now. I must go to the toilet. Your stares are so intense. They're making me pee. I'm going to urinate in my pants. And these pants are overalls. So there's lots of clips and it's hard to get off. And I'm also wearing a bodysuit under here. And not the kind that snaps at the crotch, the kind you have to take all the way off. So you have to stare at your own tots while you're peeing. It's a really bad system for women. Why would I want to stare at my own boobs when I'm on the toilet? The toilet? Huh? Okay. Also, your toilets flush weird, but it's intense. It was intense. So I went to the bathroom. I was like, I gotta go to the loo. See you later. So they just, I don't know what Bowie Jane. I think it's the fact that they think she's playing the middle. I think it's the fact that they think she's not. She's just kind of there. I think she has that show up energy where it's just like, and now what we're doing. Okay. I'm going to work out. I do this as my workout because I got a DJ. You guys don't want to hear about my DJ? Just walk in and tell stories nobody wants to hear at times that they don't want to hear it. Lenora, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my God, love your humor and outlook on BB is on point. Thank you, Lenora, you sweetie. Wipe the CD. All right. Haisam is he has conversations throughout the night, and he was talking to Red in particular when I first heard him say, this can be undone, right? If you listen to the Red conversation, the amount of time he says right is baffling. It's cuckoo. He says it so many times. Red, this can be undone, right? Right? If the professor is right, save me, right? This could be undone, right? We can do this, right? We can start fresh. We don't have to break up, okay? It's not like Taylor Swift, we're never getting back together, right? We're getting back together, right? Right? And Red's like, well, I don't know there. I'm not really included in a lot of the conversations there, and that would be hard for me because I'm close to both you and Cameron, and so it would be very hard for me to pick because I like both of you the same. He's like, right, but here's my pitch, Haisam. Here's my pitch. Me, Haisam. I ride for the people that I ride for. I protect them. I'm a protector. I'm paternalistic, like I said, right? So if you keep me, I'll keep you safe, right? Again, I don't want to overstep any boundaries, right? But I am, right? I'll protect you, right? I'll win for you, right? Like I've done in the past, right? Like you've seen me do that, right? I've done that, right? Yeah, I have, right? Yeah. So let's keep working together, right? Because this can be undone, right? Right. Haisam continues to say right over and over again. Haisam talks campaigns to Red. Miss Felicia has to apologize to Jag. Miss Felicia was up in Jag's face. And she was, again, no better reference than Tony Soprano. She was like, don't fudge with me. Don't fudge with me. Okay? I think I have the audio of it, and we can play it. And you guys can hear the intensity of Miss Felicia to Jag. And Jag is in a chicken suit because of his POV win. And he's like, no, I'm not lying to you. Because I will switch this shit around. She is like that mom, like, I will turn this car around. And you will never see the light of day or go to Starbucks again. Okay? Now, what do you want? You get one thing. I said, one thing. One item per kid. So Miss Felicia had to go apologize because Jag was like, oh shit, I pissed off mommy, and mommy big mad. Mommy was big mad. Okay, so here she is. She says, she's like, I'm being serious.
I don't care if I'm being here. I need you to be straight to me because I'm going to be fucking pissed if I do this thing and then next week you guys are trying to attack our ass.
Absolutely not.
Because Blue brought Cameron in here and she's been standing in the kitchen with Red all fucking morning.
I do not know.
Because I will switch this shit up right here.
Absolutely not.
I ain't playing.
No, I'm being.
So I'm looking you dead in your face.
Dead in your face.
I want to know if you're fucking with me.
I'm not. I not once have I lied to you about that. We had that conversation before too in the HOH room. I'll look you.
Well, you said you haven't lied, but you have lied. Because the thing with Riley, you were telling people that we flipped our vote. We didn't flip our vote. You went to America and Corey and told them that me, Sheree, and Izzy had switched our vote to Riley. I mean, to Cameron, and we were leaving Riley in the house. You did that. Am I telling the truth?
I don't.
Don't say you don't know.
Okay.
You did that, correct? Yes, you did.
That it was not happening.
When I came back here and you were standing here talking to America, you were telling her.
Oh my God, you guys, it is training day, Miss Felicia style. She was like, no, we're not doing this. You are lying to me. Don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me, Jag. And Jag's like, I don't know if nope, because you did, and you don't wanna, and you don't want none. Don't start none, won't be none. Okay, you be honest with Miss Felicia, because I'm not about that life.
I was told this is 100% facts. Izzy walked in.
He's stuttering. Facts.
And I said, "Are we so good or no?" And she couldn't give me an answer. Okay, she said, "Don't push it." I knew from
I knew that.
Yeah.
But then what would make you tell America that we were flipping our vote?
I said, "This is not happening anymore, right?"
No.
Anymore, right?
She's like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what's going to happen right now. You're going to tell me the truth. And if you come after me after I make this big move, and you make me look stupid, I'm going to make you look stupid. And you're not going to like the way I make you look stupid, because I'm going to make you look real stupid, stupider, if you will. I made that word. I can make that word work. So don't you tell me something that I don't want to hear. I want to hear the truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. And so help you God. Otherwise, you're never going to get another item at Starbucks again. I'll have you in the back seat when your brothers and sisters will be watching. You'll have to watch them eat cake pop after cake pop, and you'll get nothing. I'll starve you out, bro. I will starve you out. Miss Felicia. I'm sorry. That is so freaking entertaining. The fact that this woman, love her or not, I personally love her, is just bold in your face. To see that kind of gameplay out of a woman, B, an older person, is like, wow. Normally they get like pushed down, kind of bullied, kind of othered, as Heisem would say, right? So to see her do that, I was like, oh, yeah, the cop was coming out. Derek Levasseur wishes he could. Wishes. Oh my God. And her age and all of that work for her in this situation had, like, a younger person tried to do this, or, it wouldn't work the same, because it's so easy to be like, well, we got to respect Miss Felicia. I mean, she's older. She's a mom. She's like, she served our country. Like, she's just straightforward. She's just a straight shooter. But yeah, she apologized and just said, I'm sorry. You got to, and, Jag still, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And he's just like, I feel like he wanted to be in the fetal position, rocking himself back and forth. I'm good. No, I'm good. Poor little Jag. But Jag, he's not going to lie to her again, maybe. I'm good. No, we're good. She's like, okay, we're good. So she did, in fact, apologize, just, I think, in her delivery, but the message still stands. Don't F with Miss Felicia. Do not F with Miss. It is admirable, but like, yeah, it's like very, again, everyone on Twitter keeps saying this. I 100% agree. A lot of these plays are very old school BB. I mean, we've seen, new seasons come up and be like, we all have to be included, and everybody gets a chance, and everybody should, get along, and we don't want anyone to feel out like an outsider. Yet they make people feel like outsiders, and they treat people horribly. So I would rather someone just be straightforward with me, tell me how they feel, get upset if they want to get upset, and not patronize me, not, like Heisem has done, which his biggest mistake in the game is playing this whole integrity, and I'm right, and I'm not going to lie, right? I'm not going to backdoor anyone, right? I'm not going to do this, right? But then acting in ways that don't show that you are playing with integrity. So why even say you are going to? Say you're going to play the game, and you'll be honest to the people that you're honest to, the people that you're working with, but don't make this big, go on this soapbox about how we're good people. I don't give a shit if you're good people. The Big Brother check doesn't care if you're good people. Just, you can be a good person and still play kind of a dirty Big Brother game. You definitely can. And it's the difference between game moves And you don't want to be like Christmas Abbott about it, but like personal relationships and gay moves. But it's the difference between, taking things personal with people, speaking on them regarding their looks, their culture, their gender, things like that, versus just like being cutthroat in the game. So yeah, I'm sure something Jeg's not going to get over anytime soon, but he definitely was like, okay, Miss Felicia, sure, we're good. Uh-huh. Okay. Izzy and Hisam talk again on the outside of the balcony, and it's a lot of rights, right? Izzy, right? Because initially Hisam was like, we'll never be friends. He like Tegan and Sarah'd her. He was like, I'll never be your friend. I forget how that song goes, but it's a good song. Or no, I wouldn't be your friend even if I tried again or something. He Tegan and Sarah was like, I can't be your friend outside this house. And he's like, what? But me and Moms, we got brunch planned. What? And he's like, I don't think I can be your friend. And she ended up telling Miss Felicia and Cerie and Bowie Jane that. And they were like, he said that? She's like, yeah. And they're like, oh, he'll get over it. She's like, I don't know. So they talk. I mean, Hisam feels hurt by Izzy. Like, how could you look at me? Why didn't you ask me? What did I do to not make you feel comfortable? So he's a little introspective, but also I don't know if it's genuine introspection or if it's game introspection or if it's just him trying to calm himself introspection. So it's very interesting. So they have a conversation about what went down and how Izzy felt and how he feels. And it was just like feelings. Everyone's annoyed with Bowie. And by everyone, I mean most of the women. Every time Bowie comes up to the HOH, they're like, Bowie's coming up. And Cerie's like, I got to put my glasses on for this. Hi, Bowie. Hi. Oh, you want to tell us about DJing again? Cool. Awesome. And then Miss Felicia's like, fucking Bowie Jane. Gosh. It's like, hi, guys. What's going on? Hey. It was intense, right? It was intense. Reminds me of that time I had to quit being a barrister because the UK media found out about it. Yeah, they did. They did find out about it. I was living a double life over in Australia. Yeah. And then they found out about it. Okay. So then I was like, I'm going to go forward and pursue my passion once my story became public around the world. So I quit law and I'm a full-time musician and I'm 34. You know who I think is 45 now? Corey. I think he's 45. She actually said that and they were like, no, he's not. And she was like, no, but he acts like it. I'm like, girl, you're 45. Like, yeah, but I know about living a secret double life. I think I know why now she came in the house with this like secret double life. Like I'm 34 when really she's 45 because she lived a double life, you guys. Apparently when she was living in the UK or Australia, she was doing the DJing on the side and being the barrister, the judge, the criminal trial attorney. Not a judge, criminal trial attorney. And her story was exposed by the Daily Mail in the UK, which she said, it was crazy at the time. It was crazy, yeah. I was front page, every major paper. It was intense in the UK and on every radio show. My double life is that I'm a criminal attorney I worked in money laundering. I mean, she didn't tell them all that, but that is her backstory, working in money laundering and tax fraud. But I'm also a professional DJ and a songwriter. Yeah. And I do this video where I'm like, and I'm my head shaved and I'm moving like I'm on a season of American Horror Story. It's like, it's really cool. I met David Beckham once and posh. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. You'll have to decide. It was intense. So basically she'd work as a lawyer during the day. And then she said she'd rip off my conservative clothes and get on stage at night. And the lawyers didn't know I was a singer. And the musicians didn't know I was a lawyer. So that's why I tell everyone I'm 34. Yeah. So now I just move to LA, I just do DJ stuff. I just do DJs. It's intense. It's intense. Yeah, please hit that like and subscribe, you guys. We have over 500 strong. Thank you, Carol. You're such a sweetie, such a sweetie. Heisem going on a rampage seeking revenge on his former alliance is turning out to be epic. He's spilling all the tea. Yes, this is going to get better and better as the week goes on. That's why I was so frustrated that Big Brother cut the feeds, because there was so much important conversation that I believe we missed. And we're only scratching the surface of it here. Okay. I do too. Because I think it'd be better TV. I think just get rid of Cameron. Cameron bores me. Boring City Township, please. Party of him and Red. They really think they're running shit. It's like delusional now on Cameron's part. Just in my opinion, you guys are feel free to have your opinion in the comments and chat. Okay. So let's see, what else do I have here? Heisem also said if it's a battle back, he's like, I'm not battling back, right? I'm going home. Yeah. I rather do other things with my time. My time is very limited. That's what he said. Dr. Depresso strikes again. Remember, he was telling all of us in his preseason interviews that we only have so much time on this earth. And that time, which is true. It is true. Live in the moment, all the stuff, but he's like, yeah, the average person lives to like 70 something. And I was like, oh my God, don't tell Miss Felicia, just like how rude. So again, he's just like, I only have so much time on this earth. And yeah, I don't want to battle back, because I've seen it happen where they battle back, right? And it's just like, you have to work so hard, right? And you're always at a disadvantage, right? And yeah, so I'm not going to do that. And Corey's like, okay, well, I can't guarantee that I'm going to, vote for you. I got to talk to some people and figure some stuff out. And I don't, know. And Heisem tells him, I'm perplexed and I'm shocked, but mostly I'm hurt, right? But I'm perplexed, right? And yeah, I am shocked, right? That people I was working with, right? I was working to protect, right? And everything I did for them, like I said, like the Bryan Adams song. And I hope, Corey, my actions, right, and behavior, right, for the last 3 weeks, right, demonstrate, right, who I am, right? And I could just imagine Corey going, yeah, it demonstrated exactly who you are, how you just didn't like me and didn't talk to me for the first week or so, and how you're still very sus on me, but like in a very obvious, uncomfortable way. Yeah, that shows me who you are. So I don't know if I really want to stick with you. And it's also interesting that, right? He's here to play, but he's not going to play on a battle back. Give me a break. Is this something he's just telling them? But part of me thinks his ego, like Bowie Jane said, she's correct about his ego. I think his ego is very, very hurt. And he's right now, he's like, F this. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I would love it too if he stopped saying right. But then, we wouldn't have fun little things to make fun of. He does talk to America, and Izzy makes sure to tell America when she interrupts America tanning Corey. And she has her glove on, her tanning glove. If you've ever done self-tan, you know what it's like. It's stinky. It's messy. It never looks that great tan unless you're already tan. So if you already are a bronzed god or goddess, you put a little of that on, you're like, ooh, nice. But if you're a vampire like me and you put that on, people are like, you look oompa loompa-y. You look like Halloween. Are you dressing as a jack-o'-lantern? What's happening, Jolene? And I'm like, this is my tan. So Izzy comes out there and she's like, and just so you know, America, I was inside and Heisem is good. He wants to kill you. Like, dog, he's going to kill you, dog. And America's like, oh, really? Okay. Thank you for telling me. Thank you. I like myself some America. I know she's going to be a force and the house is already worried about her, but she's kind of doing her own thing. And she, is trying to gather the troops against Cirie and her group. And as much as I love Cirie, obviously, I don't want to see a season like a Paul where everyone just bows down to Cirie, because that's what you're getting with Red and Cameron. Red legit said last night to Cameron, nah, Cirie can't lie. She can't lie. You can read it on her face. She's not a good liar. I'm like, Cirie Fields, who is a fantastic strategic player and survivor and just won Traders, and lied to those kids to the point where they were bawling their eyes out as she took the final prize. And they're like, not you, Cirie. And she's like, yeah, I've been lying. I'm sorry. Thank you for the money. Hello. And Red's been saying that all the time. So it's great to keep them in actually for Cerie's game right now because they're like, no, she's so genuine. She just like that's her mist. That's how powerful she is. Okay. But they really are like, nah. Red thinks he knows. And Cameron's like, yeah, she's a good person. She wouldn't lie. No, you can see it all over her face. Really? Can you see that she's lying to you every day as her son sits next to her in this game? With no intention of taking anyone else to the end except for her son, even though she probably should get rid of her son. And we'll get to that. We're going to get to the Blue and Jared of it all because I have so many things to say. And Jared, I can't protect you anymore. I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt, but sir, it's not good. It's not good. It's a lot of garbage. A lot of garbage coming down. A lot of garbage coming in. A lot of garbage coming down. All right. So America's like, oh, okay. Awesome. He's going to kill me? Okay, cool. Well, I'm tanning Corey, so I'll see you later. And he's like, yeah, for sure. I'm going to go inside with my tank top. Does Izzy own a sleeved shirt? I know she has a couple hoodies, but there's all tankers, all muscle tees. She's like, I'm Muscle Screech from Muscle Beach, and starting tomorrow, you can call me Teach. Like, she's just like, the beach is that way. Hyson does talk to America. America handles this so freaking well. Because Hyson can come in and he can railroad it and he can be patronizing and he can be condescending and he can just be like, So he's like, America, right? You said, right? To them that I said, right? That they were the leftovers, that I said leftovers, right? And I never said that, right? I never said that. And America's like, no, you did. You did say that. You did. No, I did not say that, right? Okay. He's like, I didn't say that. Maybe you misheard me, right? But I didn't say that. And she's like, actually you did. He's like, you must have misheard me because I didn't say that, right? Because I wouldn't say that, right? That never came out of my mouth. She's like, actually we were on the hammock and we were talking and you were mentioning that, you didn't really get to pick who you wanted to play with. And you were talking about the Riley situation and we were discussing that. And you said that you talked to Cerie and you brought me up. And, you said that, we were all left over. And you said it was leftovers. I remember specifically you said leftovers. So you did. Well, maybe you misheard me, right? No, I didn't mishear you. I remember it quite a bit. Yeah, it's in my head that you did in fact say that. Yeah. You definitely said leftovers. I remember that. We were sitting right in the hammock and it was 4:25 p.m. and it was on 8/16 and I was wearing a striped shirt and my legs were toward you and your legs were toward me and I could feel a little prickly from your leg hair. You were taking up more room because I am tiny. And you did say that, sir. And you brought it up and I remember distinctly. Yeah, you did say that. It's not personal. It's not anything happening. It's just game. It's just game. So, yeah. I was like, and again, I'm paraphrasing and I'm adding a little for fun, but America basically was like, here's what you said. Here's when you said it. Yes, you did say it. You're not going to gaslight me saying you didn't say it. Yes, you're older than me. Yes, but I am an Ivy League babe. Okay. I'm smart too, sir. Just as smart, if not smarter than you. Actually, probably socially smarter than you. So what I lack in the biceps, I make up in the brain power. And I'm reading the room and I'm telling you what time it is. And here's the time. So just to watch these two kind of like battle it out, I was like, America, and her hair flip and just like, but you did. And to see, again, to me, this is exciting Big Brother. I think overall, minus Luke and Jared, but even, no, I know. No, Jared, no, I'm sorry. And I'm not sorry. It's a mess, but yeah, okay, we'll get there. Great casting because with America, you're casting these young women and this young woman is ready to play and she's ready to hold her own and she's smart. And I did not predict this for America because they have them do those cheesy things up front. And I'm pretty sure I was having fun just roasting up America and Riley, but America, you proved me wrong, miss. Shout out to you because, just being able to stand your ground with these guys and not fall in line and not fall immediately to a showmance or hide behind a stronger guy. Like, it is really, really great to watch. Fantastic to watch. Okay, let's get back here. Okay, so Jag and Blue have a talk, and they say they feel effed. They're like, we feel fudged. After campaigning for Riley, Jag's like, I campaigned so hard for Riley, and now my game is fudged. They're like, we feel solid about our alliance. Jag says, he goes, I wish I could be transferred back. This is what I like about Jag. He does what he lacks in sometimes strategy and just like knowledge of the game, he makes up with in personality and also some self-awareness and funny, you know. He says, I wish I could go back to week 2 and slap the shit out of myself. And they both agree we were so naive and that we had no strategy, and it was just hang out with our friends, pick our friends. And so he's seeing the error in his game. Now, will he make corrections for those errors? Probably not. We hit 300 likes, you guys, well over 500 in the chat. Please smash that like if you haven't already. It's a free way to support the channel and me. And I appreciate you. So I liked this little, like, I like Blue when she's with Jared. I like the energy they bring together. I love that. Or when she's with Jag. When she's with Jared, I don't like it. I don't like that energy. But the Jag energy, I feel like they're both more empowered, you know, because now that Riley's gone, you know, Blue is like one of his main people. Remember, he had a final 2 with Riley, and he's got a final 2 with Blue. Blue says, we need to keep America at bay so they don't trust America. And Jag says he's going to flirt with her some more. He's like, I'm going to use some of her strategy back at her. Use the same strategy because America does that. You know, she'll do a little flirt. She went to the Janelle school of Big Brother. It's okay. You want to have the people, you know, you want to be creepy, gross about Cameron stuff, but you definitely want to be like little friendly flirts, little like, hey, yeah, oh my God, how you're so funny. Oh my gosh. Is this your t-shirt's so soft? You know, just that there's no harm in making people feel good about themselves and making people feel appreciated and seen. That is very important. So he's like, I think I'll just flirt with her back. And we've seen them flirt in the past. Like I said, Red talks to Cameron. Red says, Sari can't lie. She cannot lie. You can see it on her face. Okay. Red says, Matt doesn't trust Corey. All right. So Corey, people are a little sus about Corey. Matt has a very good read on the game, as much as, you know, he struggles in like the group conversations and stuff, being hearing impaired. And as much as, you know, I think they have a lot of sympathy for Matt, people in the house too, because of losing Riley. Matt is really, really good at coming off. And I think he just is kind of like a genuine person. And so that's showing through, and people enjoy him and they enjoy his abs, and he's no dummy. You know, he is in this to play the game. Even though, you know, the first alliance they made is pretty much a mess right now, but they're trying to stay true to each other. And then they're now teamed up with Sari and some of the professors. They've now made this Savage 7 alliance, I believe it's called. And so, you know, they have some hope in the game, but they definitely do have to start winning something. Heavens, I like Matt too. I really enjoy him. I think that, again, the casting is going against the stereotypical douchebag ripped guy. You know, kind of the straight, you know, cisgendered white male douchebag, like a Jackson Mickey that they would cast. Instead, you can still cast good looking men, you know, cis white straight men, without them being jackasses, like, you know, Jerkson Mickey or Aquadouche, whatever his name was, Jack from BB25. Like, they do exist. And I think, you know, that's what is important of probably what Jesse Tannenbaum is doing with casting and casting Survivor is, you know, you do look at some people's backstories as well. And I think Matt has a really great backstory and overcome a lot of adversity. And that creates a lot of character. And we're seeing that with him. So yeah, Matt is like, Or as Tom Sandoval would say, cyst men, the cyst. So I mean, they exist. There are. I know it's a novel idea, but there are men in this world, attractive men with layers who are interesting. They exist. Big Brother doesn't, showcase them too well in the newer seasons, and sometimes in the older seasons, but they do exist. But yeah, still sad that BB is still going. We're gonna have an audio comp. We have our first deaf contestant. Let's do audio, and you're like. She does love that type, maybe for her own lady boner purposes, but I think that you can get someone that isn't just like so douchebaggy. I mean, you can still have a villain, but not like a hateful. That's just something we don't like to see in the Big Brother house, is like real hateful chaps. Okay. So Red says Matt doesn't trust Corey. And Cameron says, I don't trust Corey either. I don't trust him. Cameron says, if Jagger Blue win HOH, we got to figure out how to handle that. Yeah, we do. Cameron tells Red he hopes they're being received well by the outside world. And I'm like, I mean, what do you guys think? Is Cameron being received well by the outside world? Yeah, like Leah says, yeah, Corey is an up-and-coming king. I mean, Corey's got some morals on him too. Corey isn't afraid to go, I wouldn't say that, or like, that's not right, or to really stand in his own space and his own ground. And I like that. He's not like, we've seen so many seasons of Big Brother where it's just like follower status, and people will go along with groupthink, and they'll go along with nasty behavior of others. And it's difficult in that you're in this game and that you're judged, and it's a social game, and you want to be on everyone's, you want to be in their good graces, but you also have to remember, like, you want to bring your true integrity also into the game without being a Heisem about it. You don't have to announce to everyone, because it's the people that say, like, Heisem's going around the house being like, I'm a good person. I'm a kind person. And it's like the old adage, if you have to say it, you're probably not being it. I'm not going to say he's not kind in his real life, because, he works with elderly people, and, he does, he probably does a great job in that. I don't know nothing about his career. All I know of is him in the game, and you saying that, it's coming off very disingenuous, where Corey comes off a little more genuine, and he can still be a smart ass about it. Okay. People are saying, no, he's not being received well. Well, yeah, he's probably like, God, I can't wait to get out of this house. I got to hit Riley. I got to stop that girl. But he's still on a mission, obviously, to get revenge on Heisem. He thinks it's his full plan. He is getting avenged because he's going to avenge her. Because just like Heisem, Cameron's the same way, in that he is acting this weird, creepy, paternalistic, because that's the word we're using now, because that's the word that Heisem is constantly using. Oh God, Heisem, Jesus, don't run up on me like that, bro. Come on, I didn't put you up. All right. Jared has a conversation with Heisem. He tells him that his mind isn't made up on the vote this week. Okay, not made up. Heisem says, I'm willing to work with you guys. This can be undone again, and he keeps his word. I'll keep Jag and Blue safe, so people know I'm trustworthy. Heisem talks to Jag, and it's a very similar pitch to what he's been saying throughout the house, and he says it to Jared. Same thing. Tells Jag that whoever the 6 people are who keep me safe, you keep me safe this week, I will protect you. I will save you. I will be your hero, baby. I will take away the pain, right? I will stand by you forever, right? You can take, right, my breath away, right? Mm-hmm. And I'll ride hard for them, right? And I'll protect them, right? All right. Oh my gosh. Sari actually talks to Matt. She's promised to bring Matt into a lot of the conversations. She really enjoys Matt, and she breaks down the Professor Alliance to him now that she's aligned with him on this secondary alliances, because these people just make up all the alliances. Every day there's a new alliance. Every day is a winding road, and every day is a new alliance. So she tells Matt who's in the Professors, and so she's keeping her promise to keep him in the loop. Heisem meets with Izzy late in the night, And he tells her that he wants to, make amends with his fellow house guests. And apologize. He apologizes for his behavior. I didn't realize what I was doing to you guys, right? I didn't know I was othering you, right? I didn't know you didn't feel heard, right? I didn't know you didn't feel validated, right? He asked why didn't you tell me? That you felt like I was manipulating others, right? Why didn't you tell me? And she's like, well, dude, bro, like, honestly, like me and moms, we were worried about how you react because you were like acting like, you were like, ooh, you were cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And I was like, what? Right, bro? I was a little nervous. Heisem tells Izzy he's going to make amends. He regrets the things he's done in the game, right? And he wants to get focused again. He really does. Jared, Sari, and Red discuss how this is a game, but the people and feelings are very, very real. Jared says he talked to Heisem, and he could see that Heisem is genuinely hurt. Jag meets with Felicia, Miss Felicia upstairs. Jag's telling her about what he's heard about America. Blue joins, and he shares, there's very much America's going to have to, she's in trouble. You're in trouble, America. She'll be like, oh, I am? Okay, well, we'll see. When I'm done tanning Corey, we'll talk about it. And Blue comes in and she tells them that Sari told Blue that America said she wanted to target the other side. But America told her that she wanted to go after the floaters. So they think America is saying too much. She's saying a lot of different things all over the house. Jag expects America will keep throwing comps and try to lay low and play the middle. And he says that America has previously claimed to be part of Nay and Alliance. But they're like, she's smarter than she's letting on. Okay. And she knows the game. She's a fan of the game. And they're right. She is. She's very smart. She's a fan of the game. And she is throwing alliances because she told Corey that earlier. Red and Cameron discuss America and what she's doing. America was a hot topic, you guys, not to be confused with the goth store at the mall. And they think she's spreading rumors of this middle group to try to force out the middle players and to get people to pick sides. And they think that America, so they think America, and they has a side, the leftovers. So that, that Heisem thing she's blaming on, they think that's called his side the leftovers. But they believe that he did do that and that there is this, he considers them, I guess, the leftovers. So they believe her on that, but they don't believe her on other things. Heisem talks to America and he's, now he's looking at numbers. Heisem starts really counting numbers. Does he have a chance? And he said, this is a numbers game. And by keeping Cameron, it would make Sari and Miss Felicia and Izzy and all of them a lot stronger. But America, if you help me, right, then, right, I would be on your side, right, to protect you, right, from all the evil in the house, right? Sari and Mimi and Izzy and Bowie talk about Heisem's post-ceremony methods again. They say he's been campaigning, but pretending to apologize. So really, he's not sorry. This is just the way he's campaigning. America talks to Corey on the hammock, with his fresh tan. And America tells him all about the professors. Corey doesn't believe it. He's like, I don't think so, because they don't really get along. And he thinks that he and America are in a much better position than Red and Cameron, because Cameron, keeps going up on the block. And when America's like, well, who are you aligned with? He said, well, just you, baby. It's always been you. Corey doesn't think that they should at all get close to Cameron, that he might be bad luck. Ooh, he's got the ick on him. He's got the ick stink on him. And then America says, Cameron's been flirting with her, you guys. Stop, Cameron. Cameron, it doesn't work for you because yours comes off creepy. Oh, God. Okay. So Cameron's flirting with America, according to America, and what we see on the feeds. Yuck. Corey encourages America to just, why don't you just go with it, pretend. And America's like, I might after I'm done talking to you. Are you uncomfortable? Is this making you uncomfortable? It's not, right? No, this is fun, right? It's fun. Now I'm saying right for everybody. Now I am afraid, you guys, that I'm going to start saying right all the time in my conversations, because I listen to it and I pick up on these things. Like as a comedian, I pick up on people's little speeches and their the little nuances and stuff. And it just, I'm so worried. Okay. Suri talks to Hisam. And again, Hisam's like, I've been so loyal to you, right? I was hurt, right, by what Miss Felicia said, right, during the POV ceremony, right? Suri's like, well, I mean, can we make this work? Can all this be salvaged? Is that possible? And Hisam's like, yeah, this could be undone, right? This could be undone because I believe in you. I still believe in the elderly. I still love the elderly. I still believe old people should win because we're all going to die soon. And we're just all knocking on heaven's door. So we might as well get it now. All right. Right. So he's like, well, I mean, yeah, I guess I still like you. That hasn't changed. And maybe we can get this working again. Hisam talks to Mimi and asks goes to Mimi and asks about talking with her. Mimi says, we'll talk tomorrow. Hisam says he needs to be honest and candid with her at this point. She's like, the math isn't mathing. We'll talk tomorrow. Thank you. That is probably one of Mimi's weaknesses. I love Mimi and I didn't appreciate the Mimi slander that was happening on the feeds the other night when they were possibly going to flip and put Mimi up and backdoor her because they think she's like a sneaky snake. And she's not. She's actually the very logical person in their alliance who tries to keep them from going off the edge and is like, why is everyone so emotional? However, she's really not, she doesn't realize, I think, sometimes that you have to talk to people. There's a fine line. You don't want to talk to people too much where you look sus and you're playing all the sides, but you also have to be talking to other people about game, even people outside of your alliance, and maybe share that information with your alliance every now and then. Okay. But I do too, DT. She was my winner pick. She's super real. She's just like the most probably relatable person in the house, with just almost like us watching the game happen at times, and strategically, I think she's very smart, again, logical. She doesn't act on emotion at all, but I think she could, up her social game and make her alliance members feel better, because they're much more emotional and much more paranoid, where Mimi's like, it's early. Let's just ride this baby out. Let's keep the power on our side. Why are we going after our own alliance? Which makes sense from a viewer standpoint for entertainment. No, thank you. Please keep acting cuckoo. Bye, Jamie B. Thank you for everything. Shout out to Jamie B. Okay. So, Jeg and Matt are going over, counting votes. And then Matt is still holding out hope that Riley will come back. in a battle back, but she's not Matt, and I'm so happy because we're really going to get to see the full you without her. But he's sad. He likes her. He's got a little crunch on her.
There is no fair or unfair in the Big Brother house. First of all, let's just say
True.
that.
There's no fair or unfair in the Big Brother house, okay? And Matt, you're going to have to maybe win H of H.
You know, it was really fun to see him win H of H. And sort of get his, to hear he's in it.
But if it's destined in the stars, you and Riley might be together after the show.
Destiny, 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 destiny.
Destiny, 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 destiny. Okay, Corey in America. We're talking in the hammock still. Again, talk. Corey says they should shake on their agreement. America suggests that they kiss. Maybe we should like give a kiss. Give a kiss. And Corey's like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Because Corey's like, I do not want to get physical on the feeds. He's 21. He's in it for the game, even though he does, flirt with America and she flirts right back. And mostly it's just like this playful. And again, I do appreciate that America does check in on him. And as lame as that might sound to some people, but to check in on his like boundaries and am I crossing the line? Because she is older than him, only by 6 years, but still, am I making you feel uncomfortable? You never want to make someone feel uncomfortable in the house. And if it's too, am I doing too much? Because I'm just like playing around with you and I'm having fun and this is how we're passing the time. And it seems like Corey's like, no, I'm fine with that. I'm not going to do anything physical in this house. I'll flirt back with you and everything because my family's watching. And little do they know, my brother Zach's been on a reality show, so I'm not new to this reality game, and I don't want to look like freaking Kyle from last season, even though it'd be impossible for Corey to look like 7-second pool floating Kyle.
I'm a bad boy. Listen, you get a couple White Claws in me, and baby girl, I am a party.
You put a couple of White Claws in me, and baby girl, I would like to see Corey with a couple of khakis, little cocktails in them, and see what happens. All right. American Corey talk and they talk about where they might be on like the rankings of the season, and she thinks that they're probably low on the rankings, but Corey says we're not at the bottom. We're not at the bottom, miss. All right, so now unfortunately, we have to talk about this Blue and Jared relationship situation. So if you have a weak stomach or you haven't digested your breakfast yet, maybe you want to, just pull a Hisam, go take a nap. This is how Hisam sleeps. I don't know if we've talked yet about how odd he sleeps, but he's it's a lot of vampire sleeping positions out. This is him when he was in the HOH room with his head at the end of the bed on the little settee at the end of the bed. Here's him doing a, I guess one of those, like a half push-up. You're holding yourself up, a plank. He's planking. That's how he has abs. You have to plank in your sleep. And this, I'm sure, is great for the neck. He's just stretching. It's a yoga pose. It's called the My Necky Hurdy pose, but stretchy army. That's what I think that's called. All right, so let's get to Jared and Blue. Oh my God. Okay. Jared and Blue hang out together every night, every day. They're slowly falling in love. Jared and Blue are hanging out. They talk about their showmance again. Jared says Hisam offered him safety to keep him because Jared's sharing everything with Blue. All right. Sari is no dummy. She's noticing that her son has caught feelings for Blue, and she's worried. So she checks in with him. And this isn't last night. This is like the night before, I believe, or the night before last. And she's like, Jared, let's pull it together. Okay. Let's listen to a little bit of Mama Sari trying to rein Jared in And she's like, okay, what, my problem is, like, I know you're fine, right? You're fine, because you can tell Jared's like, Mom, I got this. And she's like, but, I got people in this game and I can't have you throw it away because you and Blue want to do the ditty if you want to. Okay. Right. And so let's see, I think this is one of the little talks they have.
Fun.
Jared's gonna say, I'm just having, Mom, I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun with her. It's like, you're not though. You're definitely catching feelings, and it's okay.
Bro, you gonna do this on here? It's a lockdown conversation. It's a lockdown conversation. Nah, we just be chilling, and I think they think gonna be funny. I know we gonna have to guard Mama Felicia. Nah, but I just can't wait for tomorrow. Have some fun. Other than that, not much. What's wrong with you, bro? You gonna do this on here? It's a lockdown conversation. It's a lockdown conversation. Nah, we just be chilling, and I think
We just be chilling, and I just tell her to take her bra off and say in Korean, I want to F you.
they turned the camera right at me.
I had one taste like coffee. It's nasty. Jelly bean.
I think she falling hard.
Her or you, Sam?
So this is the thing, right? So I haven't did anything yet to express yo, this is what I want to do, other than just.
He hasn't done anything to express, yo, this is what I want to do. But you have, sir. You guys are having all the sexy talks. You're holding hands. You're talking about showman stuff. I don't even know if they've gotten physical. I know they've talked about getting physical because I find it really hard to watch them. So now he's telling his mom, I haven't done anything. It's like, ooh.
Participate.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd be like, all right, so what's next?
My people told me to keep an eye.
Yeah, I know.
And my people.
That's what I said. My people's, we establish boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm within the bounds by far.
Stay in the boundaries.
No, I'm not going.
Don't look away from me, though. When you're saying it, look at my face.
No, I'm not.
You got to look.
I'm not going to cross over.
You better not.
No, I'm not. I don't want to do this.
You can't.
I know.
I know it's just in here and it's entertainment and it's fancies, it's tickles and whatever else tickled. But
Fancy's tickled.
I know.
I know. And then you don't think she's playing at all? Putting on a little bit. Don't sleep on her. She's from New York City.
From LA. Even worse.
Don't sleep on her. She's from New York City, Suri says. And he goes, she's from LA. Even worse. So essentially, Suri is saying she's no dummy. She's a city girl, if you will. And she might be running game on you. And Jared would be so easy to play. Like, he really would. He has that I know what I'm doing. You're going to fall in love with me, girl. But he falls in love first. He's writing in his journal. Pretty soon he's giving himself a tattoo with your name on it. He strikes me as the type of guy that's going to have a lot of the women he's been in a relationship with. He gets their name tatted like Jax Taylor and Vanderpump Rules on them. And they're like, okay, well, I'm moving to Australia to hang out with Bowie Jane. So see you never.
She's from LA and then she moved to New York.
No, she only got to do it 2 years. She ain't from the city
I want to
yet.
sleep on her.
But no, I don't. I tell her about herself all the time too. And I think it's just in here. It's just the entertainment of it.
No, I get it.
You know what I mean?
I get it. I was going to say F it up. Don't F it up because I'm ride or die for mine.
Yeah, I know.
So I ain't playing with that at all.
I know.
Okay. So here's the fun tea on the Jared situation. So Suri makes a lot of references, and I see you guys putting in the chat. I think Rowan put it in the chat. Apologies if it wasn't you. But what's happening is I think Suri is actually speaking on Jared's girlfriend. That's right. Jared has a girlfriend. He's been dating this girl, I believe, on and off, maybe just on high school, college. Like, they've been dating a long time, right? Now, we don't know if they have an open relationship. It sounded like in this conversation, he said, I have boundaries, maybe they talked before that he could flirt, but I don't know any woman, in my opinion, I could be wrong, who would be okay with how their boyfriend is acting, because he's like full on falling in love with Blue, but in a really gross way. So he has a girlfriend. This girlfriend is taking care of their dog right now. He went to this girlfriend's house right before he moved into the house. That was the last person he saw, which I'm sure to get a little chitty chitty bang bang in. And she's also running his social media. Now, BB Twitter immediately was like, they're on top of this shit. And they're like, oh my God, this poor girl. So they find the girl and they're like, girl, leave him, take the dog, whatever. But then they do a little bit more research. And remember, Jared was commenting during the Luke situation when Luke used the racial slur that, well, I had a white girlfriend. We used to joke about the stuff. Turns out white girlfriend loves to tweet the N-word. Yeah. BB Twitter, they will find things the detectives of cold cases will not find. And sure enough, they found all of her old tweets where she is using the N-word. Very casually in tweets, and over and over and over and over again. So then BB Twitter was like, never mind. So we don't care. You can get cheated on. So now they're making comparisons to her and this like white rapper lady on TikTok. And I'm not too well versed with who she is, but they kind of look alike. So since then she has went private. So when I went to peep her Twitter page, it was already on private. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to really see this, but all I know is from screen recordings that people took and screenshots before she went private. But allegedly, she's running Jared's social media. So Jared is a full-on cheer pumpkin eater. And he talks to Blue about having a girl back home. And Blue says, I kind of have something like that too back home. Someone that I said I would, be with. And I'm like, so we got two cheater pumpkin eaters trying to hook it up with each other while they have their significant others allegedly at home watching this all go down. Again, I don't know if they have understandings with these people, but I find it hard to believe, unless they're polyamorous, that they would be okay with this kind of behavior on national television. But maybe this woman's been with Jared so long that is the, she's used to this kind of behavior, even though wasn't he just telling Blue like a couple days ago, oh no, girl, once I'm with you, I don't cheat. That's like not what I do. I stay faithful. Sir, someone is taking care of your dog that you share together and running your social media, and you're out here trying to bang Blue and telling her to take her boobs out and all kinds of stuff. So maybe that's why, Blue is playing him, because she's not that serious about him. But I would say, her guy or gal back home is probably not going to appreciate all of this. And for those of you that think, Blue's playing him, sure. But why is she playing him around other people? That's my one question. Why is she telling America, oh my God, so let me just pull up a couple of things that she has said. Blue is young, and I like Blue. I want to like Blue. I feel like I've been Blue before, okay. Let's see. So Blue tells America, you're going to love this. Jared was like, I'm falling for you. They had like a little dance they did. Blue told America that when Jared and I were talking, he was like, it has only been 3 weeks, but I feel like I am changing. This house is making me think of different perspectives. Earlier that day, I was like, some of the things he thinks I don't really align with. Could it be when he was saying how he didn't think females were like human, deserve, basically I'm paraphrasing here, but he was saying that first of all, any guy that refers to women as females, red flag, just a big red flag, just a red flag. You got to say women. You got to learn how to say women. Females, it's yucky. And all the women will agree with me. Maybe not all of them, but I will say 85% of women will agree with me that females, when men say the word females, they're usually a problem. It's you, hi, you're the problem. It's you, sir. All right. And he's that type. And he was like, I was like good with my boys. I'm good with my boys. And, but I never saw females. So I had to like change my perspective, and I had to see females as like humans and like to be respected and stuff. And I'm like, what? I'm sorry, what? You're 25. What? What? Excuse me. So again, just being one of those like bro type dudes that probably listen to those problematic, pickup artist type guys who are like, yeah, you don't want to get her too comfortable and you want to let that bitch know that she's, keep her in her place sort of language. You want to wear a suit every day, you want to drink copious amounts of Red Bull, and then let her know that you're boss, applesauce, you're the boss. Look in the mirror every day and say, I got this. Okay, that woman's no better than me, she should be happy to be with me. But Blue's like, he's changing his perspectives for me. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't know you then. He was like, yeah, you wouldn't like me then. She's like, oh my God, I wouldn't. And then America says, yeah, we're changing him, girl. And then Blue says, he's changing. I can fix him. Oh my God, you can never fix a man. You can't fix a man. You can offer him therapy. You can tell him to go to therapy. Don't pay for his therapy because some other lady or man will be the ones who will reap the benefits of that therapy. They will end up leaving. All right. You can't fix a dude. And I don't know how much. I mean, this is definitely a societal thing, a conditioning thing where we as women, we're told men are broken. It takes little boys. It starts from real young. We talked about this before. Oh, little boys, it takes them longer to mature, which is a total insult to little boys because little boys can definitely mature at the same level as little girls. We just have to hold them to the same standards. And it's unfair to little girls to hold them to higher standards to say, well, boys develop slower and girls are just more mature. And thus the patriarchy begins and puts more responsibility on women. And now we have to tame these men, and these men, we make excuses for them, and they're going to ride out and they can't control their wieners, and guys will be guys. And we never hear girls will be girls. I mean, we didn't know girls could have fun until Cyndi Lauper told us. And then we were like, what, we can? I mean, they didn't even know a woman could have an orgasm. Some people still don't think so. And they want to say, nah, they're in hysterics because of their uterus. They're hysterical. It's like, no, it's an area that you can do a lot with if you know what you're doing. But some of you don't know what you're doing. All right. So this is all very conditioned in our society for us to think. I mean, I've thought that way when I was younger. Like, yeah, he's treated all these other women like trash, but he's not going to treat me like trash. Not me. There's nothing special about you. I hate to break it to you, other women. And it's not anything against you. It's just dogs will be dogs. Guys that do that and have gotten away with doing that will keep doing that. And if he's talking about how badly he has treated women in the past or thought of women in the past, and he's still making these weird comments and asking you your body count and wanting to know how many people you've slept with, and he puts that on the value of you as a person, he's trash. So dating Jared is dating trash at this point because he values women by how many people they've slept with. Yet for him, he can sleep with whoever he wants. The double standard is so cliche, it's gross. And it's this Madonna and the horror complex, and it's just tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, and it's tiring. And I wish that he wasn't like this because it's infuriating to listen to him behave like this. And even trying to stay under the radar about his mom, he even kind of sexualizes his mom. Someone noticed her tattoo. They're like, oh, Miss Cerie tattoo. And then he's like, oh, Cerie, Miss Cerie with the sexy tattoo. And could be a little creepy. Maybe you're doing a little too much to hide the fact that that's your mom. Mm-hmm. To hide the fact that that's your mom. Okay. And then someone commented on a video of mine recently, and when I was talking about the body count thing and that women will usually lie about body count. And they go, oh, the irony that you would say that women would lie about the body count, but yet you say it doesn't matter. We lie because it matters to men, because it matters to the patriarchy, because we are judged based on how sexual we've been in the past, present, future, in our minds. That's why we lie. We don't lie because we're ashamed of ourselves. We lie because we don't want to be judged by men, and we will be. And our basic worth is set upon that number to a lot of problematic men. So that's why we lie. We don't lie because we think there's anything wrong with it. We love organisms. Everybody loves organisms. Get all the safe organisms you can get. Orgasm City Township. But we lie because society has made us believe it's wrong for us to seek out joy, to seek out pleasure, and to have casual relationships where men have always been given a pass to have casual relationships. And women are slut-shamed. And that's the basis of, slut-shaming. Men don't really have to deal with that shit. Men aren't tainted. Men don't wear a scarlet letter. That's the same thing you see in cheating scandals. If you watch the Vanderpump Rules thing and you have followed my coverage of that, it's the same thing happening to Rachel Raquel. Yeah, she's garbage, but Tom Sandoval's equal garbage. But yeah, he's out touring and she had to go to a mental hospital. And she's getting far worse than he is. He's still able to be on the show. He's still able to wear white nail polish, tiny little tank tops, and date other people and have a life and make money. And she was basically, ostracized off to a hospital. So yeah, helped me out tremendously. That's good, Jump. That is good. I think that's like the basis of like when, there's a certain man that proclaims to be a feminist a little too much, and then you got to watch out for them too, because they're using it as a way to like poach women and to get you, and they come off creepy. The Camerons would probably say, I'm a feminist, but the basic idea of feminism is equality. So if it's okay for men to have sex with partners and we trust them to go out there and use their genitals as they see fit, then equally we women want to be able to go out there and use our genitals as we see fit and not be judged for it, and not have our entire character and our entire person be defined by who we sleep with. What does it matter? Why do you care? Why do you care? Why do you care, Jared? But Jared cares because this is what he just found out. He admitted to us, he just found out that women are human. He just found out that he should treat them the same and they could be trusted. He just found out that women aren't just F toys. He just found this out. He's like, I didn't know they were like my boys. I just want to sleep with them. So I didn't really have friends, girls. Okay. All right. Everyone lies on the count. Dawn says body count is very important to men. They lie too, men. However, we lie about organisms too. LOL. Not to hurt the man's feelings. Yeah, we have to lie. Because you know why we have to lie? Men get really mad. Not all men. # not all men. You know why you have to lie? Because Dateline. Because murder documentaries. Because the fragile ego. Because we do not do a good job in this society, or maybe in any society in the world, teaching men how to accept rejection. That's why you will see so many women posting screenshots of when they let a dude down. Dude hits them up like, hey, I want to hook up. I think you're beautiful. Let's get together. Let's go on a date. I like you. And they go, no, thank you. I'm not interested. And then they get a barrage of messages like, I never liked you anyways. And they call them all these names, and you're fat and you're ugly and stupid. And pretty soon they're stalking you. And then you're the subject of a Dateline episode. So break that down very clear. If men are still wondering if there's problematic men out there, we lie so you don't kill us. And I'm not saying all men are killers, but I'm just saying this ego thing that we have not checked yet. The fact that we have not taught little boys from a young age to accept rejection the way women have been taught to accept rejection. And I think that comes at the fact that women, we've gotten things a lot slower in society, as in, my grandma's generation, she still had to have a man to buy a house. She couldn't get a loan on her own. She couldn't get a car on her own. She couldn't get any of those things on her own. We're still dealing with the Equal Rights Amendment, the ERA. Back even my mom's generation, like there weren't really sports and things for women. So I think that we're kind of used to taking an L, getting paid 70 cents on the men's dollar. I mean, we're kind of used to this sort of rejection, or being told you can't do this, either because you're a woman, because you got pregnant, because you bleed once a month, all these things that should make us more than capable to do all the same things. They're like, no. So that is why. We don't want you to kill us. Look at every murder documentary. I mean, there's some lady killers. There are some lady killers out there, but majority you will see these crimes of passion is somehow a woman has hurt a man's ego. She has rejected them, and they did not take this rejection well. If you look at the backstory of many serial killers, it begins that way. And if it doesn't begin that way, who do we blame? The mother. It's the mother. He's got mommy issues. It always comes back on the woman. Everything falls back on women. So yeah, there is this fragile male ego. And I'm not saying that it is like, don't get defensive about it. I talk, with my brother about this, my husband about this, and it's don't take blame to it. This is a societal thing that we need to change with, even young boys, is teaching them that how to accept rejection, because it'll happen in life. And not every woman exists to date you or want to date you or be with you. And I think if you really look at yourself and have a good inward look and have some self-awareness, you will see that in the past, most likely, most men out there who have ever received rejection from a woman will see that maybe they didn't always handle it in the best way. And all of a sudden she went from the apple of your eye and the, you were so attracted to her to a bitch or some other ugly thing, So, yeah, it's not just the mom, but again, that's the misogyny in society that is like, okay, well, if it's not some woman who pushed him to this, some crazy bitch, then it's his mom. What about the dads? What about the dads? Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's talk about this too. People are turning on Suri and saying this is a Suri thing. Again, this is blaming a woman for a man's behavior. Jared is 25 years old. All right. We don't know. Suri might have some antiquated thoughts when it comes to women. She might have her own internalized misogyny. I'm not sure yet. She hasn't given me enough conversations for me to see this. I thought maybe she was headed down that way when she was saying, be careful because Blue could go crazy. I thought she was going to maybe head down that path of, bitches be crazy. And something else I forgot that I was going to say. I'm sure it'll come back to me. But I don't think it's fair, though, to even if Jared tells Blue, oh, I think the way I do about females because of my mom. Just because he attributes that to her doesn't mean that's what Suri wants for him. That doesn't mean that's the way Suri wants to be treated. And that doesn't mean Suri, give her a little grace too, because she's a product of the same environment and society that has conditioned Jared to think the way he thinks. So I think attacking Suri is just not correct. Jared's going to have a rude awakening when he leaves here and he sees that it is not well received what he is saying about women and is very antiquated and misogynistic. And I'm sure there's lots of problematic men out there who will snatch him up and want to protect him. But the better thing to do would be for him to learn from this experience. Learn a lesson. Learn a damn lesson, sir. But again, if Suri does, on the feeds, if she starts making, we can then, if she starts talking like Jared is talking, then we can make that, we can deduce that, she might have a lot of internalized misogyny. All right. If she knows her son's GF will be talking crazy, I gotta give a bit of a side eye, but I give grace because there's a lot I don't know. Yes. I mean, I'm definitely like side eyeing some of these conversations. Like, what'd she just say? What just happened? What did and Jared, I'm crying about Luke leaving. That's, I don't know. Well, once I saw Jared's girlfriend's Twitter feed, I was like, oh, it's all coming back to me. Okay, it makes sense. It makes sense why he might have been okay with Luke saying that, because it looks like his white girlfriend was just out there dropping N-bombs like nothing. Okay. So yeah, it's a lot, but I, for myself, you guys can do what you want, but I hate the fact that we go from, we take a man's problematic behavior and we find a way to blame a woman. So initially people are like, why isn't Suri did this? Well, why does Suri have to do this? Maybe he picked this shit up from his friends. Maybe he just hangs out with a bunch of toxic dudes. Maybe she tried her best, but he still was like, hey, maybe his dad did it. Maybe his dad thought poorly of women. Who knows? I don't know much about his backstory. I do know that the man she's married to now, I don't think is the father of her sons. So I don't know anything about his dad. And I'm not even going to say it's necessarily his fault because I don't know. The same way I'm not going to say it's Suri's fault because I feel like women always get the freaking blame. Don, thank you much for the super sticker. Yvonne says each of us have issues. Aren't we supposed to? Yes. And not have, if you don't have self-worth. Exactly, Yvonne. And everybody can grow. Jared can grow from this if he keeps an open mind and doesn't let his ego get in the way and get highly offended and say, oh, people are so soft. And that's just the way it is. That's the way society is. It's like, it's not. It's only, we're keeping this kind of misogyny and patriarchal bullshit because people like you keep reinforcing it and buying into it because somehow it benefits you. Well, guess what? It doesn't benefit all of us. So we're not all going to stand for this, Mr. Jared. But the fact that they both have significant others and they're both just out here, like maybe we'll do it. Maybe let's just say they will hook up in this house. And Suri is like, do not embarrass me. Do not do this. I think Suri even mentioned like you guys were saying in the chat, in the conversation she had with Jared in the Scaryverse room, that, you know, I promised my peoples that I would look out. And that could be a reference to her alliance, but also a reference to maybe this girlfriend, because I'm sure this girlfriend has been a part of the family's life for a long time. If she's been dating Jared this long. So she's probably like, don't get yourself in a mess, because don't embarrass me. And it's like, Suri, I hate to break it to you, he's already embarrassing you. He's already being very embarrassing. So Jared will be the downfall of Suri's game if Izzy doesn't do it first. At this point, if I was Suri, you love your son, but you also know his weaknesses and you know his strengths, you're gonna have to vote him out. We're gonna have to do a Survivor style. This has happened on Survivor where family members, there was that girl voted her mom out, right? You're gonna have to get rid of Jared. He's too messy. Not to mention the fact that he will not shut up about his secret. He will not. He wants to tell Blue. He's like, I want to tell you so bad so you can understand the circumstances. I want to tell you so bad. And he is slowly, not that slowly, about to spill the beans about Suri being his mom. He's going to say it. He's going to say it. And I was listening to Rob has a podcast. I was listening to Taryn. Shout out to Taryn and his wonderful updates. And I think he said even when he met Jared at like a Survivor event or something, he introduced himself as Suri's son. So I think Jared, you know, maybe he's done this before, where he's able to impress women and pick up women by using his mom as a flex. And I was like, wow, Jer Bear. Yeah, if he doesn't, boundaries, I mean, it's, oh, goodness. I'm going to see some of the things you guys have to say. Please sound off in the chat what you think about the Blue and Jared relationship. It's just, I know Blue thinks she's playing him and she does those looks at the camera a la Jim from The Office, like, and we love to see it, but she's humoring this a little too much. And then going off to other people like America and saying something, and I'm like, okay. Tracy says, I'm wondering if he's going to be a bitter juror when mom cuts him. I mean, she's going to have to cut him. I don't know if she can. She loves her son so much. That's her person. Remember on Survivor, she's like, he's like my twin. He's like not my favorite, but you know what I mean? Like, And, you know, Blue's his mommy now, as Arson Games is saying. I mean, as much as he's like, oh, no, she's falling hard. He is falling just as hard, if not harder. Jess is in the chat. What's up, Jess? Shout out to legend Jessica Milagros, who had one of, if not the most legendary HOHs in history, where she put up two of the most problematic dudes in Big Brother history and possibly the world, being Jerks and Mickey and Jack, to evict Jack. Jess says, but does Suri know that girl has been parading the N-word around like she own it? I'm curious. I don't know. Something tells me Suri's probably wasn't following her on Twitter that closely, and that she was busy. I don't know. I don't know what Suri, I mean, I can't imagine that would be, I don't know. I don't know why that Jared would be like, that's cool. That's awesome. But yeah, you got to cut him before jury. How has no one picked up on them being related? I mean, yeah, Amanda, good point. They're literally twins. Joseph says, will producers let that happen? Would Suri cut Jared? I think they want the Donatos 2.0. I think they do too, but Jared is screwing it up. And I think the more public backlash and things, I think producers will be more apt to be like, oh, well, I mean, it'll be better TV. I mean, who doesn't want to see that go down? I mean, I don't want it to happen for Suri's sake. I'll feel for her that she's got to cut her son out of the game, but you can give him some money later. Thank you, Jess. Queen Jess. So yeah, we'll see. Jump says Jared has definitely stepped over the ledge too far already. No coming back, in my opinion. DT says the way Jared talks about things is very sex addict. Like he was alluding to being frustrated. And it would be easier if his GF would. Yeah, he was alluding to the fact that, you know, I'm used to having someone around all the time. And he has said that to Blue when they were talking about their love languages. You know, he was saying that, you know, his is definitely, you got to get physical, you got to get it in. And I think the amount he wanted to get it in was like a lot. And then, you know, him not liking kissing. If it's not going to lead to sex, it's like, okay. Red flag. Hi, I'm gonna call it red flag. there's a flag on the play. All right, like my husband's foosball teams. We're gonna throw a flag down because it's a problem. It's gonna be a problem. Wilhelmina said the Donatos had more pairs and people knew about them. This is unfair. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that sentiment that people think this is unfair, similar to like a Paul situation. Or something. But I will say we've had twin twists before where, the twins are in the house. There wasn't other pairs. They were a pair. So, and had people not sussed it out, they could have gotten to the end of the game. The most recent twins of BB17, I believe, the ones that then went on to do OnlyFans. Oh my God. Oh my God. Terry says, I think a lot of single moms raising boys might go through the same thing. My son was raised by two very strong feminist women and was great until his 20s. Now he's got to prove he's a man. Yeah. I think, society is strong. That societal conditioning is strong. And if all your peers, the people that you're surrounding yourself with, feel this same way, that's why Jared would benefit a lot from hanging out with someone with the, who thinks like Corey does. I feel like Corey at this point hasn't shown us any of this kind of problematic opinions regarding women. And if anything, I think he's kind of checked even Jared when he said stuff like, oh, women are emotional. And he's like, but your mom, or no, he didn't say, or Sari, or who said that? Was it Izzy? No, I can't remember who said it. But what I'm saying is, he would benefit from hanging out with people who have a little different perspectives. Yes, you can actually, Jess, feel free to drop a link to your channel. You can actually, Jess has a channel called Girl, Let's Agree to Disagree. And she talks all about Big Brother and the feeds. And she has lots of, other cast members on her channel and my friend Busy Blue. And she does the exit interviews. So definitely subscribe to Girl, Let's Agree to Disagree because they're awesome. And that's where you can find Jess's channel. Steven, feel free to drop the Couch Potatoes channel as well. Couch Potatoes is another fantastic channel. And the great thing is we have all of these channels with so many different Big Brother perspectives. And so it's fun to jump around because it's not just everybody coming from the same place or thinking the same thing. And we all kind of, our take on Big Brother is all very diverse and different. So love it. Steven says, I don't think it's unfair because Jared is by no means an advantage. No, if anything, Jared is a hindrance to Suri, as is Izzy, who now knows. David says, if Hisam's voted off the show, I will quit watching it. He's my reason for watching. I will miss a good villain. I'm kind of hoping something will happen where either he can rally the other side somehow, which I doubt, or he can get back with his professors and make it look like Cameron is a bigger problem with all the stuff he's doing on the side. So yeah, definitely sub to Jess. Girl, let's agree to disagree. Chrissy says, I think Suri will go after Blue if she tells anyone she's not that into him. So she's keeping him close. Oh yeah, I'm just waiting for Blue and Jared to get into like a fight and her to be maybe venting to the other women. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh good, you subbed to both of them. Awesome. Let's see. I don't think he has a son, Sharon. I think people were saying he has a dog. I don't think he has a son. Yvonne says, Corey will win. BB25. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people loving what Hisam's doing. And I say this, Dave and I talked about it earlier in the stream, if you want to go back. I think we need a good villain, but I see him, but you might not consider him, but definitely his behavior is villainesque in this show. I mean, even the edit they're giving him, it's like, this is how you win the game. This is how you win the game, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And even the music they play, and then him going, oh, Riley, we're still talking about her? Like in the last episode, which he was just evicted, they brought up Riley, and I loved that. I thought that was fun shade. That's fun. We need like a shady villain. Love it. Now the condescending, I'm working with integrity, and then that I feel like he's doing not a good service to him. But I like when he's like, "Oh, Riley, we're still talking about her. God, didn't she leave like a long time ago?" Crazy. Yeah, Steven is. It's a dog, so he doesn't have a son, you guys. He has a dog. He has a son like I have a son and Teddy's doing great. He's laying right here, Yvonne. Thank you guys for asking in the chat. I think we're going to do like on, if you guys aren't subbed, I have a separate channel with Busy Blue. If my mods don't mind dropping it, it's Sip and Key. And my friend Busy Blue, he also covers Big Brother, and we do BB updates over there on Tuesdays. So we'll be live there tonight talking all about Big Brother if you want to join. And if you don't know Busy Blue, he's hilarious. And over on that channel, we cover lots of different things. It's kind of a mess right now, but we're figuring out our ways, and we're just two friends talking crap and talking about the things we like, and also following some YouTube dramas and things. But we're probably going to do a I still have to talk to Busy about this, but I'm sure he'll be fine with it. The animal sanctuary that I rescued little Teddy from, I want to do like a fundraiser and raise some money for them because they do such great work. And there's all these families and people that are, fostering the dogs. And, it's just wonderful that these places exist. And we got the gift of Teddy from there. So I want to kind of raise some money. And then maybe also have like a little puppy shower for Teddy. So if you guys are interested, you can look up SIP, SIP, and Key, KI. And if one of my mods can put that in the chat, actually, I can do it. So I don't have to ask my mods who are probably they're like, girl, we got a job. You're the one who is the full-time content creator. Here's our website. So we have sipandkey.com, but our channel is youtube.com/sip-and-key. And we have a fun time over there. It gets a little messy, but we have a fun time. But we will be talking about Big Brother and other pop culture and TV shows. Devin Busy watches all the Survivor, all the Big Brother, all the stuff. So it's definitely so yeah, we're probably going to have a little puppy party and raise some money and maybe have a little puppy shower for little Teddy. Rowan says, honestly, if I was Jag, I would target Felicia after their combo. I mean, yeah, but I don't know if he will. We'll have to see. I'm very interested to watch the feeds today, but Big Brother, quit cutting the feeds. Mr. B, producers, production, please stop. I get that you want to freaking, save some stuff for the episode, but it's so frustrating because they're cutting it for no reason. And we're missing, we were all so excited to, see what happened after the power veto ceremony, and you gave us a little appetizer and then you cut it for hours. It was gone for hours. My internet was out for hours. That's why I didn't go live. You guys were like, go live. I couldn't because due to the tropical storms out here, technically our county is in a state of emergency. I, though, am fine. Our neighborhood, actually, we got very lucky. A lot of people, not so much. So my heart goes out to them and all the good vibes. But our internet was down until 2 a.m. So all those things I was posting, I had to do it from my phone and from my data, which takes a long time to upload stuff. And so I do not like going live from my phone unless it's TikTok or Instagram or something. So were you already thinking of getting a dog, or was it just serendipitous? We were thinking. We've always wanted to rescue and adopt, and we just bought a house. And before we had lived, we were renting and stuff. And so we only had cats. And producer Tilly was our main love. We had another kitty, Gracie, but she passed away quite a few years ago. And we always wanted to rescue. And hopefully we can, rescue another dog down the line. But we're just trying to get Teddy adjusted, and he's doing fantastic. But, he came from a very hard beginning, as a lot of rescue dogs do. And so it's, we're still working on, despite him being, we're going to take him to the vet to see if they can get a more approximate age. But he's somewhere between 2 or 3. And he's a Labrador Retriever Shepherd mix. But he's so lovely and just enjoys love. But I mean, he spent the first years of his life outside on a reservation on a 4-foot chain. And I don't think he was treated very well. And this wonderful sanctuary finally convinced the owners to surrender him. And so he was surrendered. He didn't have a name. So that can show you how well he was treated. They were calling him Arrow for about a month, but we decided to call him Teddy. So we named him Teddy Roosevelt, Teddy Yosemite Lunzer Hernandez. And, his proper name is Theodore, but we call him Teddy over in these parts. Yes, all good for those affected. I know this is bad feeds here. They just cut so much. They just it's like you're hurting the fact that they have to remember that the people that watch the feedsters, the super fans, we keep this show trending. The episodes aren't going to keep the show trending. The episode's cheesy AF. I saw Big Brother Boy. Shout out to Big Brother Boy. He's hilarious. He tweeted something like, "Imagine if this show took itself a little seriously, how amazing it could be. But the fact that it just dumbs itself down it's sad. It's really sad." Let's see. America needs to get the middle floaters to get right, because there's already this joke that Corey made about the middlemen. So let's get it rolling. Let's get it popping on and popping. And I think she kind of would want to. I love flips too. Even if I have favorites, I love flips and turns and all the entertainment. Yes, thank you. WSFM channel. Appreciate it. Yeah, there's lots of love for Heisem out there. I think Heisem, obviously so good at comps, struggles in the social, but a fun villain to watch. Liz, if you got the hookup, holler at your girl. I would love. Maybe I need to have my manager hit up Jeff Lewis and see. I did meet no, I forget. I did a show there's two gentlemen, and they have their own show, and they helped design Jeff Lewis's. They were on an episode, I think, of Flipping Out, or they designed Sheena Marie's dress for her wedding. They're the ones who were at her wedding in Mexico, if you watch Vanderpump Rules. And one of them, they're a married couple, saw Tom Sandoval kissing Rachel Raquel, but he couldn't tell the Toms apart. He was like, I don't know which one. And they're often on Jeff Lewis's podcast, and Jeff Lewis did their house, I think, back in the day on his show. And they were at a show I performed on, and they were just so fun, and I really enjoyed them. So yes, Andre said Heisem is abrasive, socially awkward, but we need him for entertainment. Yeah. Oh, TV Talks with Tom is he's like my little baby child. Big Brother Boy is amazing. He's dry and funny and clever and witty and all the things. And Tom is just warm and lovely and gives just great takes as well. And so love both of them. Who is winning pressure cooker? Well, I would love to see Heisem in pressure cooker. That'd be very interesting. I don't know. What I worry about pressure cooker, Steven, is that we're going to have a situation, New School Big Brother, where we're making deals and they don't even stay in it. I want them to piss themselves, okay? Not Jackson Mickey pissing himself hanging on that rope for 20 minutes. I don't remember how long he was hanging on it, but not that kind of piss himself, but BB6 piss yourself. All right? Wilhelmina says, #Heisem is not the villain. Apologies. I don't want to insult your fave Heisem, but I'm not saying villain isn't a bad thing. We need these kind of villains. Dr. Will was like a villain you cheer for. A Jag comeback would be pretty epic. Let's see. I think, as much as Heisem built up America with the endurance comps, she has a good chance, but she don't want to win HOH. I don't think Corey wants to win HOH unless he feels they'd be good for them probably to, because I worry about America. But if she could be a POV queen like Janelle, trying to think. I don't think, obviously, Felicia can't. Cerie's not going to. Jared, Jag could win. Jag could definitely win. Something like that. Matt, endurance, come on. Matt does want to win. So, yeah. Yes, villain is an anti-hero. Thank you, Arson Games. Thank you. Yes, I have a house out in that area. So, yes. My money is on America or Izzy. Izzy could. She really could. She's got some flute. Oh, I forgot about the flute finger, Steven. The flute. And I know you guys were telling me, Jolene, you're not holding it the right way. And I apologize, but I think it makes it better that I don't know how to hold a flute. I always wanted to play the flute, but I picked clarinet, and that was a mistake because licking a reed that gives me the ick. Hello, Shasha Stock from my what's it called? keep wanting to say Twitter. What the hell is that thing called? I have another channel. Twitch. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch. I don't know if I should do more content on Twitch. I stream to there. I could watch episodes there with you guys. I don't think I can stream the episodes, but I think I can just like watch it and sit with you guys and be like, what do you guys think? You know, that could be fun. But I don't know how many of you have Twitch, but if you do, subscribe to me over there. Okay. Steven says, my money's on America or Izzy. Izzy's got those flu fingers. But I don't know if America, she admitted to court she doesn't want to win HOH. But maybe now she feels the pressure when she's hearing that people in the house are talking, and maybe with a good little encouragement from Corey. Yeah, maybe she will. I know Haitham is normally sleepy, Rob, but he was like, so maybe Michael, remind me, you guys, follow me on social media and send, I say lots of things. So if just DM me and remind me, or tweet at me and remind me, hey, you should do this. And then maybe I'll actually do it. All right. Joseph says, how long will pressure cooker have to last in order for it to be a success? It went 14 hours this time, 15 hours. Yeah. And someone has to be offered a Netflix subscription and an LCD TV. All right. All right, you guys, that is my breakdown for this morning. It's so fun. Java with Jolene, and you guys were over 500 strong. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your morning with me. You could spend it with anybody, and you chose to be here, and I appreciate you. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for those who sent me Venmos. I got the notifications on my phone and Cash Apps. Thank you to those who subscribed and participated in the chat. I love hearing from you. Please comment after this video post and let me know all your thoughts, hopes, opinions. I love to hear from you guys. Follow me on the social media, and I'll be back tonight after the episode to break it all down. So take care of yourselves, enjoy your day, and always remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye. If you like what you